Hi, it's Tom Ward, and today I want to talk about the power of your P&L. When I spend one-on-one time with either a branch manager or a broker who owns their own shop, when I review the P&L with them, in the beginning I get what I call the deer in the headlights look. Most, when reviewing, look to the last page and see if they made money or not. I lived this firsthand when I started Majestic Mortgage. In the early years, I was clueless when it came down to not only reading the P&L, but understanding it. It was my Achilles heel as a business owner, and I knew it. I still remember spending thousands of dollars from the so-called experts to help me gain a better understanding of the dynamics surrounding the P&L. I came to realize that these classes were being taught by accounting people, and my simple sales brain was never going to get it. I was probably like most of the entrepreneurs and branch managers of today. I came from the sales side of the business and probably was never going to engage the accountant side of my brain. As I look back over my 19-year career of owning Majestic Mortgage, I pulled my Social Security earnings statement, and I'm embarrassed to talk about this next part. The first 7 years, my personal income averaged a paltry $40,769. Thank God my wife was working, or I might have gone bankrupt early on. I was fortunate to have barely qualified for a group known as YPO. You needed to be the president or CEO of your company, made that position prior to being 40, have 50 or more employees, and make a certain amount of revenue requirement. Generating revenue was not my issue. It was profit. YPO is an international organization. It had local chapters and forums of 10 to 12 members in non-competing industries. My forum was formed with 10 new members, and this is where I think the angels above were watching out for me. This group was high-powered and were up-and-comers in a lot of different fields. To give you some perspective, our forum consisted of the likes of Jimmy John of Jimmy John Sandwiches, Kevin Flynn of Emerald Ventures, and Jim Buick of the Roscoe Company, just to name a few. This group of 10 shared intimate and highly confidential information about their businesses and their personal life at our monthly meetings. Struggling with my personal income, I remember my first ask, which was, how important was it to know your numbers as a business owner? Almost everyone answered, it is the most important thing to know in business. I went to work right away and had my accounting people adapt to my way of thinking, my simple sales brain. Back then, I created a system called One Transaction Thinking. The name says it all. My brain could relate to one loan. How much revenue, expense, and profit or loss was there on a per loan basis. Once that shift occurred, it was like a rocket ship taking off. To show how much, the last 7 years at Majestic Mortgage, my personal income averaged $849,547. Over 20 times what it was in the first 7 years. Here's a picture of our P&L that was the all-time monthly record with a profit of $818,000 for just 1 month. I guess we figured it out. From rags to riches, I guess. I owe a tremendous amount of gratitude to my YPO forum, and without them, I'm not sure where I would be. I'm blessed that most of the forum have remained good friends of mine, especially Jimmy John, who became a billionaire after selling his company. After selling Majestic Mortgage over the last 15 years, I've been speaking, consulting, and coaching the leadership in the mortgage industry. During that time, I perfected the system of the power of your P&L and have simplified my P&L conversion process into 8 key performance indicators. Once this is learned at the branch level, major traction starts to occur. My members can steer their whole organization once they see that month's 8 KPIs. Today I've decided to finally bring to market our Branch Profitability Academy. This is where we will show you exactly how we did it and how hundreds of others have done it during the last 15 years. In the beginning, there were folks that helped me along the way, and without them, I'm not sure I would be as successful as I am today. With that being said, I want to give back to an industry that's been so good to me. Folks, the mortgage business is in a lot of pain today, and I've decided to give away for free module number 1. This is the module that will show you exactly how to convert your P&L into our 8 key performance indicators. I decided to do this on a webinar, and it will be a workshop environment where we will take one of your P&Ls and convert it on the webinar with our help. When we're done, we will show each and every one of you my thoughts on where your strengths are and your weaknesses are. And as you've seen my results, I know if you apply the power of your P&L, I'm confident your profits will soar just like mine did. To view our schedule of the free webinar, go to www.profitabilitywebinar.com. Thanks again.